Hi. Okay, so part 2 of this birth. Part 1, I talked about, I would not say it was a successful hypnobirthing experience. And that was because of my mindset and because literally from the second I felt surge, wave, contraction, whatever you want to call it, I didn't believe it was. And I couldn't get in to the hypnotic, relax your pelvic floor, relax everything till my second birth. Okay, so 2 years later, had my daughter, and I did not do like a class for the Hypnobabies. I just read my old book. I started literally at 8 weeks out, just like I did before, and I did all the homework, and I did all the recordings, everything. So the biggest takeaway that I learned, as soon as you think you're in labor, you got to start from the bottom. If you can get into a relaxed state as these contractions are building, you're not gonna feel half of it. And that's how I did it. And that's how it worked for me when it didn't work the first time. Okay, so at 2 in the morning, I was a day before my due date. 2 in the morning, I was laying on the couch. I was sleeping. And I woke up and I heard this like blip, like a drop of water. And my water broke. I had no contractions, nothing. Ran upstairs, told my husband, my water broke. This is it. I was all ready. Headphones, these guys. Popped them on. Started with, I have it all written down here. Started with my birthing time begins, okay? Put that on. When I tell you, I just felt so ready. I just knew I could do it. Of course, I went into it wanting a natural birth. Laid in my bed, put my headphones on, and I relaxed. I relaxed everything. I didn't care about anything going on. I literally had in my head, if I have this baby right here, I'm going to do it. Because I was determined to have a natural birth. An hour goes by, still nothing. All of a sudden, at 3, I guess it was like 3:30 then, I was still in this hypnosis, just kept listening to that deepening my hypnosis. And it's kind of hard to put into words. If you're doing the hypnosis, you know what I'm talking about. You are so relaxed. You feel expanded. Like you feel like you're there and you are there, but it feels different. It feels like you can feel your whole body. And I don't mean like a strong sensation. It's an awareness of yourself. And it was like, I was so aware of myself. I could feel them, the same squeezing motion, the same like really, how I could best explain it is, it's like you feel it coming on, like squeeze, 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 really squeeze, 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 hard, 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 hurts, 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 and then release, and then out again. And then you get nothing, and then break. Then here comes another one. When this was happening, the best piece of advice I could give you, you have to breathe. You have to breathe, and it's going to help you, and it's going to make it not hurt. I know, seriously, but someone gave me this advice, and it really worked. Okay, so I'm laying there. They're getting stronger, and I'm aware of the intensity, because trust me, I felt the pain before, like in my first birth. It's an intensity that you can't put into words. It's like it takes over your whole awareness of anything. It's like if you told me to think about something else, I couldn't. It's just a full body experience. So I'm still laying there. Actually, I have a doula, so I have my husband. I told her to text her, and he did. And then it was so I'm still having like, I'm not sure exactly how far apart they were. They were getting closer together, and I don't know if you guys know the comb trick. Well, I was squeezing the comb during it, but I was just so relaxed and ready and okay with whatever was going to happen to me. I just trusted my body, honestly. So around 4:00 a.m., I told my husband, I'm like, they're getting really strong. like they're getting really strong. I still have my headphones on. I still had the tracks playing. So I got on the toilet and I sat there, and he called. My doula said, "Call me." So I called her and I said, "It's painful," and it was, but it's manageable. I couldn't believe it. I literally couldn't believe that I was saying it was manageable, because the experience I had previously, I can't even really put it into words. It felt like it just was crazy. So I'm sitting on the toilet, I'm talking to her, and she's like, "You sound really good. If you can, get into the shower." So I was like, okay. So I know myself. You get me in a shower, you're not getting me out of a shower. So something inside of me was like, don't get in the shower. Like I think I'm farther along than I think. So I called my sister. She came over because she had to stay with my toddler. And I'm getting dressed to go downstairs. And my husband, this was also part of, I think this actually really helped me. I forgot about it. I had a TENS unit on my back. My brother had one because I think he had something with his back. But anyway, so I put that on. It really helped. So I put that on, came down the steps. I still had my headphones on. I was still so in the zone. My body just felt like, almost like numb. Like really, like it was working, really, honestly. So I told my sister that I was feeling a lot of pressure in my butt and that I had to, and she was like, "You don't, just get in the car." So thank God. So I got in the car, so my headphones on, and the breathing, the extreme deep breathing was helping me so much. Get to the hospital. My husband goes to the ER. He's like, this was the middle of the night. They want to know if you can walk. I can't walk. I was like, no, I can't walk. You got to get me a wheelchair. And I'm like, this guy, do you think I can walk right now? I can't walk. So anyway, get me in a wheelchair. Going in, it's still extremely intense. And if I thought about it, yeah, it would be painful. It would have been painful. But I accepted the suggestions this time. Biggest thing. Accepted it. I accepted the notion that it was a squeezing, intense pressure. That's what it says. So get there, get checked. I'm a 7. That was at 5:45. So long story short, I won't get into the whole thing, but my daughter, so anyway, I got to 10 centimeters, no epidural, no nothing. That was at 7. Turns out my daughter, the way she was situated, she had her hand up like that, and my midwife was able to move her hand away, but guys, I couldn't hold out. I could not hold out without the epidural. I was at a 10 centimeter, and what was it? It was 8 o'clock, and my midwife was like, "You're going to have this baby any minute." Fast forward 9:30, still no baby. I got nitric oxide. I tried like the low. I put it on. I tried the low with the contraction. They were back. They were like back to back. I needed an epidural. Got the epidural. Didn't work. Got a fentanyl. What's it called? Boost. Didn't work. They replaced my epidural then at 10. It worked. And I started pushing at 10:30. Had my daughter at 11:37. So, long story short, I didn't have a natural birth, but I'm happy I got to 10 centimeters completely with nothing. Looking back, my daughter's a year and a half now. Do I wish I would have done it naturally? Well, that means I would have felt like that for, well, maybe. But I'm still really proud of myself. It was a crazy, amazing experience, and I 100% owe that to hypnobirthing. Biggest thing, when I started feeling, when I thought I was in labor from my water breathing, started my tracks immediately. Did not let anything distract me, did not let anything in. Me on my bed, hypnobirthing, had my safe space, my visualization. I wasn't visualizing, but I was in my safe space, listening to my tracks, and letting my body do what it did. And I literally feel like I owe that to why I progressed so quickly. And I'm just so thankful. If you have any questions, I would love to hear your birth story. I'm obsessed by birth stories. When I was pregnant, That's all I listen to. So please leave a comment, like, follow. I am a life coach. I do help stressed and overwhelmed moms. That's like my calling in life. So please reach out to me, send me a message, or you can email me at aplaceofpeace8@gmail.com. I also have a website. It's aplaceofpeace.info. Please get in touch with me, like, comment. I love to talk to you. I love connecting with other women, and I really hope this Hypnobabies works for you. If you have any other questions about it, please reach out. I'd love to connect. Thanks for listening.